The next module is the loudness maximizer, and this is an interesting module, and in our case, probably the most interesting. With this, I can, as mentioned previously, give the voice a more even and solid sound. When a spoken voice is used in commentary, this is basically what you want, and it is a very commonly used effect in commentaries and with radio speakers. So once again, we'll work in a loop, and I'll adjust the loudness maximizer. I think that then we will be able to hear what the effect does clearly.
This is an example for a voice-over recording. This is an example for a voice-over recording. This is an example for a voice-over recording.
So one thing we have noticed is that we come very quickly into a region where the voice is distorted, and we have to be careful of this. And in relation to this, it might be best to call up our mixer. So I'll open the mixer display once again.
This is an example for a voice-over recording. 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 This is an example for...
And yes, we can see that if we are not careful with adjusting the values of the loudness maximizer, the voice can become distorted or overloaded. So the level of my voice track should clearly be kept under 0 decibels to avoid any of the distortion or overloading that can happen. So also with this level, it's better to be relatively conservative so that we notice it, but that it doesn't push everything much too much into the foreground. I'd like to now adjust all of these settings with the original track, and so I'll close the simple mastering window. But one thing to be careful of is that we don't close the window using the X symbol up here, as then we would lose all of our settings. What we should do is close it with the OK button at the bottom of the window, as in so doing all the settings are stored. And now we can compare the original with the affected version by temporarily deactivating and activating the effect. I'll do this in the loop playback mode.
For a voice-over recording. This is an example for a voice-over recording. This is an example for a voice-over recording.
So, here with the effect. And so I think it's quite clear that the sound is improved with the simple mastering effect. The only thing that is annoying in our case is that through these improvements, the background noise has also become more present. In our case, the reason for these background noises is that I recorded over our standard PC line input. And this isn't the best way to connect a microphone to your computer, as most PCs don't particularly have high-quality audio hardware built in. And so you get more background noise. Of course, I could avoid this totally by using an external high-quality audio card, one that is shielded, as this would avoid any of the background noises being in the recording in the first place. However, if you do have certain background noises, then we have the possibility to reduce these within Edius. And how we can do this, I'll show you in the following lesson.